Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Antidote of Song. It is Sunday, December 5th, and it is the last day of this Carpe Diem Arts week. We are so glad to have you all here. And of course, we are glad to have all of our friends joining us out there on Facebook Live. Everybody wave a big hello to Facebook. Hi, Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, a big thank you to everybody in here for joining us in this room today. We love you all so very much. So, a big hello to our artist of the day. That is Elise Witt. We know her, we love her, and we can't wait to hear more from her later. A big hello and thank you to Joe Rossi, our fearless leader. Hello to Annette. Hello to Becky in BC. Hello to Arlene in Berkeley, California. Hello to Deborah in Kentucky. Hello to Aloysius outside with a beautiful blue cloudy sky behind him. And hello to Trish. Hello to Anne in Knoxville. Hello to Susan G. Hello to Sue S. Hello to Carolyn. Hello to Hoda in BC. Hello to Kevin in New Hampshire. Hello to Busy Graham, one of our other fearless leaders here at Carpe Diem Arts. Thank you so much for being here. Hello to Johnny. Hello to Sarah in Texas. Hello to Kathy in Virginia. Gloria in Minnesota. Hello to Amanda and Miles in Michigan. Hello to Nancy and her beautiful Irish cow. Hello to Luda and Mark in Victoria. Hello to Susan in Seattle. Storm wearing a wonderful hat. Hello to Christiana and maybe Bob. And hello to Spice in Baltimore. Hello to Fred in Silver Spring. Rosalie at home. Hello. Oh, with a beautiful white bear. Love that. Hello to Anne in Maryland. Hello to Carol J in Connecticut. Deli, Penny and Ralph in Victoria. Gary, Caroline in DC. Bonnie in Idaho. Tom in Victoria, BC. Joni, Shari, Isabel, James, LMG, Mabel, and Kat. And that is everybody who is with us so far. But if I didn't get you on the hellos, I will get you on the goodbyes. Of course, a big happy Hanukkah, last day of Hanukkah, to everybody who is celebrating. I hope that it has been wonderful. I hope that it was really, really special. And I hope that tonight is really special as well. But we can make today special right now at noon, because we have an incredible song from the incomparable Elise Witt. So, Elise, tell us a little bit about this song.
Hi, everyone. It's so great to be back. I've missed you all. I haven't been able to come at noon, but I have watched afterwards, and it's so good to see everyone and be back with you. Um, I had a great experience last week during the holiday week. I was able to have a fill in week at the Hambidge Center for Creative Arts and Sciences. It's a beautiful retreat center up in the mountains of North Georgia. In fact, it's on the border of North Carolina, and if you hike up, you can put one foot in Georgia and then put your other foot in North Carolina, which is wonderful because it's kind of my two home states. So I love doing that. Anyway, there I was in this beautiful cabin in the woods, and I was going through some old notebooks, and I found this one song that I had written, but I hadn't ever finished it. So I did work on it and finish it. And it's a song of gratitude, a song of thanksgiving. And so I wanted to share that with you today. It's very easy to do. Before we do it, though, should we do just a little bit of warming up? I'm feeling kind of shaky. So everybody just shake a little bit, and let's laugh in our very lowest places, like and how about our very highest places? And how about a little bit of a good, and then take a big breath in and just pour some of that beautiful Sunday energy down through your body. Let's do another one. Breathing in. Oh, it feels so good. And one more. Breathing in. Take your time and just take a sigh. Ah. Wom, 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 wom. Wom, 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 wom. Ne, 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 ne. Ne, 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 ne. Yo, ho, 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 ho. Yo, ho, 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 ho. Yee. You look very funny doing that. I like it. Warm up your tongue. And our lips. And then just take your hands and just kind of smooth everything down and just shake it out. Good. So the chorus of this song is very easy. We say, give thanks for our food, for our home, for our friends, and for our many blessings. So I'll sing through the chorus one time, and then there's some little bridges that go in between. It goes like this. Give thanks for our food. May we remember the hungry. Give thanks for our home. May we remember those without shelter. Give thanks for our friends. May we remember the lonely. Give thanks for our many blessings. May they lead us into service. So that's the chorus. And it starts with give thanks. Then we say we give thanks. And then we say I give thanks. And then we'll go back to give thanks. So are y'all ready for it? All right. Give thanks for this food. May we remember the hungry. Give thanks for our home. Remember those without shelter. Give thanks for our friends. May we remember the lonely. Give thanks for our many blessings. May they lead us into service. The music is in the rest. The meaning is in the rhythm. The meaning is in the rhythm. The music is in the rest. We give thanks for this food. May we remember the hungry. We give thanks for our home. May we remember those without shelter. We give thanks for our friends. May we remember the lonely. We give thanks for our many blessings. May they lead us into service. When I no longer test my will, when my mind is still, no longer waiting, I arrive. Deeply listening, I will survive and dive into silence. I give thanks for this food. May I remember the hungry. I give thanks for my home. May I remember those without shelter. I give thanks for my friends. May I remember them when I'm lonely. I give thanks for my many blessings. May they lead me into service. Without up, can't find down. Without silence, no sound. Without tension, no release. Without harmony, do we find peace? Give thanks for this food. May we remember the hungry. Give thanks for our home. May we remember those without shelter. Give thanks for our friends. May we remember them when we're lonely. Give thanks for our many blessings. May they lead us into service. May they lead us into service. May they lead us into service.
Wow, Elise, that is such a beautiful song and so perfect for this time of year, especially.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've really been enjoying kind of diving deeper into it. There's a couple of little things that I've been wondering about it, and I'm actually interested in y'all's thoughts about it. Um, so, give thanks for our home, or I give thanks for my home. And then, if you fit in kind of to the pattern of the song, it would be like, may we remember the homeless. But I don't like the term homeless is not, it doesn't describe a person, right? A person is not homeless. It's just something if we are without. So I was playing around with, actually got a good suggestion from someone yesterday, those without shelter. But which is what it is, right? But uh, when we sing it, it's a lot of syllables. So if anybody has any other ideas about that, I don't know. I like the idea about without shelter. And as you see, when I sang it, I did kind of get the whole sentence in there. We were shortening it to remember those, but I like, may we remember those without shelter, but may we remember those without 10
It's
syllables.
quite a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
But
But
I think the only thing that I would say is maybe instead of just saying, may we remember those without shelter, it would work to just say, give thanks for my home, remember those without shelter. But
yeah,
besides that, we were talking a little bit before all of you came in and joined us. We were talking a little bit about what it means to not have shelter and how that's not necessarily the same thing as not having a home. I mean, there are plenty of people who would certainly consider themselves as having a home, but not having shelter. And to be honest, just because you have shelter doesn't always mean that you have a home. They're kind of two different needs that sometimes go hand in hand, but also sometimes are very distinct in and of themselves.
right. And I think, everyone has a home. Sometimes it's what's inside of you, but I think many of us don't live in the place we consider home. Isn't that a strange idea? But the more I think about it, like, where do you consider home? I mean, I was born in Switzerland, but I only lived there till I was 4. Is that my home? I feel like I spent a large part of my growing up in North Carolina, and I often talk about that as my home. But I've lived in Atlanta since 1977. That's a long, long time. So, and this really is my home. So, that idea of home is so multifaceted.
It is, it's very broad.
Yeah.
I think you can have many homes. And how lucky are we to feel like we have many homes? There are so many places that I can go where I feel at home. I refer to where I live right now as home. I refer to my my mother's house that I didn't grow up in as home. I refer to my grandmother's house that I did grow up in that doesn't exist anymore as home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what? Daily Antidote is kind of a home for all of us. It's become this wonderful circle of people that we haven't met each other, most of
I know.
us. And yet, we feel at home with each other. We share a lot of pretty deep things here at Daily Antidote, and that you would only share with people that you consider to be family, that consider to be your home. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, it's incredible what's been created here to make a home for all of us through music, through singing. our voices come together to make this home. What a beautiful, beautiful thing.
It always comes back to that, doesn't it? It really
Yeah.
is just
Yeah.
amazing. And we are so thankful for all of you this time of year and all year, all 2 years
I
that
know,
we've been doing
unbelievable.
this. Isn't that amazing?
Another thing I wanted to say about this song is I wanted to especially give thanks to one of my important teachers who's been a song leader here in this community, Dr. Ise Maria Barnwell. I started studying with her in 1985 at the Augusta Heritage Festival and taking her week-long class where you're really diving into African American, well, African inspired and African American music. And she spends the first day on African chants, the second day on African American spirituals, the third day on gospel music, the fourth day on contemporary African and African American music, and then the fifth day, kind of a review of all of it and putting all of that into context. But one of the things that she said, even back then, that has always stayed with me is how in the African American tradition, that they often say I instead of we. Because when you say we, you become a part of this community, which is lovely, but you can also kind of give up responsibility. But when you say I, it's like you're saying, I am going to do this. I am here. I am. So I wanted to put that into the song as well. So it starts out, give thanks, kind of like an invitation, and then saying, we give thanks, and then saying, I give thanks, and may it lead me into service, and then finishing up again with give thanks. But I wanted to just give some extra thanks again to Issei, because she has so influenced the way that I teach and the way that I think about music and about community.
Teaching is truly one of the most amazing legacies. I mean, these lessons that maybe one time someone taught her and then she teaches you and you teach us and we teach someone. It's one of the most amazing ways that knowledge travels through all of us.
Yeah. Before we do the song again, I just wanted to remind all of my Daily Antidote friends that that this Thursday is going to be our new deadline. We extended to have you send in your voices for singing in harmony on the Ready or Not song, which I premiered here back a while ago, and hopefully the video will be ready soon. I want to thank all of you for a lot of you sent in artwork. Some of you have sent in, like Amanda and Miles, for example, sent in both art and their voices. So,
Amazing.
yes, so I do have, I think Joe sent in, I can't remember who all has sent in because they're getting sent to Jessica, who's my partner that you all met in this art piece, this art project. I know Deborah sent in things, Carolyn, there's, yeah, Arlene,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, Susan, wave to me if you sent in stuff because I know a lot of you have. Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, Phil and Ruth. Okay, wonderful. Anyway, thank you all for sending in the artwork. And now we're compiling, she's putting that into the video and then she's compiling. And I think it's going to be sort of a starting out small and then ending with sort of a large chorus of all of us singing together for the Ready or Not. So thank you all for that. And every day, I know when Anna sends out the notice for Daily Antidote, there's a link in there, but it's also in the chat, how you can send in your voice. And it's very, very easy. Even me, who is very technically challenged, is able to do something like that. So shall we
So
sing one more
wonderful.
time?
Let's sing one more time. Let's
Do
give
you
thanks.
do you want to is there any other announcements, Daily Antidote announcements?
That is pretty much all that we've got right now. The only other thing is that, of course, this month, you guys know we've got so much stuff going on. So keep an eye on those emails because we have community sings, we have cocktail parties, we have just an open mic night. We have so many things coming up. So be sure to keep your eye on that email because you're not going to want to miss these.
Beautiful.
All right, Elise, take it away.
Let's give thanks one more time. Give thanks for this food. May we remember the hungry. Give thanks for our home. Remember those without shelter. Give thanks for our friends. May we remember the lonely. Give thanks for our many blessings. May they lead us into service. The music is in the rest. The meaning is in the rhythm. The meaning is in the rhythm. The music is in the rest. We give thanks for this food. May we remember the hungry. We give thanks for our homes. May we remember those without shelter. We give thanks for our friends. May we remember the lonely. We give thanks for our many blessings. May they lead us into service. When I no longer test my will, when my mind is still, no longer waiting, I arrive. Deeply listening, I will survive and dive into silence. I give thanks for this food. May I remember the hungry. I give thanks for my homes. May I remember those without shelter. I give thanks for my friends. May I remember all of you when I'm lonely. I give thanks for my many blessings. May they lead me into service. Without a hope, can't find out. Without silence, no sound. Without tension, no release. Without harmony, can we find peace? Give thanks for this food. May we remember the hungry. Give thanks for our home. May we remember those without shelter. And give thanks for our friends. Let's remember everyone on the Daily Antidote of Song when we're lonely. And give thanks for our many blessings. May they lead us into service. May they lead us into service. May they lead us into service.
May they lead us into service indeed. And that is the driving force that we need.
Thank you,
winter and all
everybody.
year. Thank you so much, Elise. That is a beautiful song, a beautiful sentiment, and I'm sure we'll be humming it all day long. And may it lead us into service. And may it lead all of you into a beautiful Sunday. So I think it's time to say goodbye. First of all, a big goodbye to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining us. And whether you're joining us right now or watching this later, feel free to join us in the room anytime or continue to join us right out there on Facebook Live. We love you and we'll see you next time.